Ants. 1. Introduction, 500 words. Brief history of ants. Importance of ants in the ecosystem. 2. The evolution of ants, 1000 words. Origins from wasp ancestors. How ants adapted and spread. Fossil evidence, e.g., amber ants. 3. Anatomy of an ant, 800 words. Head, thorax, abdomen explained. Antennae and sensory systems. Strength and physical abilities. 4. Social structure and organization, 1000 words. Colonies and hierarchy. Roles, queen, workers, soldiers. Communication, pheromones and touch. 5. Ant species around the world, 1200 words. Fire ants. Army ants. Leafcutter ants. Weaver ants. Bullet ants. Lesser-known species. 6. The life cycle of an ant, 700 words. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Lifespan variations, queen versus worker. 7. Communication and intelligence, 800 words. Chemical signaling. Trail laying and foraging. Learning and memory. 8. Ants and agriculture, 800 words. Ants as farmers, fungus-growing ants. Herding aphids. 9. Defense mechanisms and predators, 600 words. Biting, stinging, and chemical sprays. Natural predators. 10. Ants in human culture, 700 words. Ants in mythology and folklore. Ants in modern research, robotics, behavior modeling. 11. Threats to ants and conservation efforts, 500 words. Habitat loss. Invasive species. Scientific studies for preservation. 12. Conclusion, what we can learn from ants, 400 words. Cooperation, resilience, and survival ants. Tiny, tireless, and often unnoticed, these incredible insects have been around for over 100 million years. Despite their small size, ants play massive roles in nearly every terrestrial ecosystem on Earth. From dense tropical rainforests to arid deserts, ants dominate the insect world, accounting for an estimated 20% of the total terrestrial animal biomass. That's more than all wild birds and mammals combined. What makes ants so fascinating is not just their numbers but their behavior. They exhibit complex societies, unparalleled cooperation, and advanced communication systems. Ants build massive underground cities, wage wars against rival colonies, enslave other insects, and even farm fungi. Their societies are often compared to human civilizations due to their division of labor, problem-solving abilities, and adaptability. Beyond their ecological significance, ants have found a place in mythology, folklore, and even modern scientific research. Their study has advanced our understanding of social behavior, communication, and even robotics. In this guide, we will explore every aspect of these miniature marvels. From their ancient evolutionary roots to their intricate societies, astonishing abilities, and the vital roles they play in our world today, welcome to the secret world of ants. 2. The evolution of ants' origins from wasp ancestors. Ants are part of the insect order Hymenoptera, which also includes bees and wasps. Scientists believe that ants evolved from a wasp-like ancestor during the Cretaceous period, around 110 to 130 million years ago. A time when. How ants adapted and spread. As flowering plants diversified during the Cretaceous and Paleogene periods, so did ants. The explosion of plant life created new environments rich in seeds, nectar, and insect prey, perfect for opportunistic ants. By cooperating in colonies, ants could exploit resources more efficiently than many other insects. Some species specialized in scavenging, while others became predators. Some formed symbiotic relationships with plants and animals, creating mutual benefits. Today, ants are found on every continent except Antarctica. They occupy virtually every ecological niche, from the treetops of rainforests to underground in deserts. Fossil evidence, amber time capsules. The most stunning insights into ancient ants come from amber fossils, tree resin that trapped organisms millions of years ago. One famous example is Spicamurma frey, often called the missing link between wasps and modern ants. It lived about 90 million years ago and had a blend of ant and wasp characteristics. Another ancient ant, Haedomyrmecine, sported bizarre side-like jaws that snapped vertically to catch prey, an evolutionary experiment that did not survive to modern times. Amber fossils also tell us that ancient ants already showed signs of social organization, suggesting that eusociality evolved very early and was key to their success. Awesome, I'll continue. I'll now write sections 3 and 4 in full, as promised. We'll keep building towards the full 10,000 words. #3. Anatomy of an ant ***. Approximate 800 words, ***. At first glance, an ant's body looks simple, tiny, fast-moving, often just a blur to the naked eye. But under a microscope, ants reveal themselves to be biological marvels. Their anatomy is built for strength, agility, communication, and survival. #3 Main body parts. Like all insects, ants have 3 main body segments. 1. Head. The head houses most of the sensory equipment. Large, strong mandibles, jaws, extend from the head, used for carrying food, fighting enemies, digging tunnels, and nurturing larvae. Ants also have compound eyes, which allow them to detect movement and light, although many species do not see clearly. 2. Thorax. This is the ant's powerhouse, where the legs and sometimes wings are attached. Each ant has 6 legs, with claws at the tips for gripping surfaces. 3. Abdomen. The abdomen contains the digestive organs and reproductive parts. Many ants also have a stinger at the rear end, used for defense or hunting. Connecting the thorax and abdomen is the petiole, a narrow waist that gives ants flexibility to move their abdomen independently, critical for stinging, egg-laying, or carrying things. #Antennae, ants supersensors. Ants' antennae are elbowed, they have a distinct bend in the middle, and serve as their primary sensory organs. With them, ants can smell and taste, feel their environment, communicate by touching.
An ant's world is shaped more by chemical and tactile signals than by sight or sound. Mandibles, tools and weapons. Ant mandibles come in many shapes, depending on the species. Soldier ants have large, crushing mandibles for battle. Leafcutter ants have sharp mandibles capable of slicing leaves like scissors. Weaver ants use their mandibles to pull leaves together and build nests. They use mandibles for virtually everything, carrying larvae, gathering food, fighting, grooming, and even constructing. Strength and abilities. Ants are famous for their strength. On average, an ant can lift 10 to 50 times its own body weight. This feat is due to the scaling laws of physics. Small muscles generate proportional